So I'm at Orwell's today, Kawasaki KTM and Suzuki dealership, and I've got this. I'm on a Z7 hybrid. Let's see what happens, let's see what it turns out like, and yeah, electric bike, let's go. Here we are with the Z7 hybrid. Got this perfect opportunity to park in front of an electric bay thing. Yeah, got this one for the day, courtesy of Orwell Motorcycles in Ipswich. I will tag them below if you want to go and have a look at them. Yes, where do I start with this? That's the question. So it's a 451cc engine, and then obviously you've got the electric engine on top of that. You can see in the video through me working through the different modes and stuff and how it all works. Yeah, so it's quite a different kind of bike. It's brand new to the market, totally different sort of setup and everything that you'd expect. So yeah, like I say, it's a 451cc petrol engine of 68 brake horsepower. Now, I have no idea if that means it can be restricted to 47 brake for an A2 license, because of the electric engine. I don't know what the power then does to it. I will try and find out if that'll appeal to A2 riders. I don't think it will. Yes, I'm not sure if you can restrict it to make it A2 compatible. Couldn't tell you. So the first thing that threw me is there's no clutch. There's no gear lever. The amount of times I've ridden this today, slowing down to grab a clutch, is unreal. But there isn't one there. You change gear on the handlebars when you're in sport mode. If you've got it in full electric mode, it's automatic. So you haven't obviously got to worry it will do what it needs to do by itself. I had it in electric mode to the stop, couldn't go no further, and it done 42 mile an hour, and it read 3 miles in the range left, with like half the bar showing on the EV thing. So the mileage of it at full electric mode isn't going to be much. It states if you're in engine mode and you accelerate in first gear with the boost button, it'll accelerate as hard and fast as what a ZX-10R does. It doesn't. I done that today. It doesn't. I will try again, but no, it's not got the grunt and the pull of a ZX-10. It's heavy too, 225 kilo this weighs. It's a heavy old bike. You can see it's quite low, 795 mil, so 31.5 inches tall. So it's not a tall bike, which helps with it being a little bit heavier as well. It's not my cup of tea. Riding it today, I can't say that I'm going to rush to go and get one. I'm not going to rush to switch over to a hybrid bike. It's not my cup of tea at all. But for some people, it will do the trick. I think if you commute around London, it might be ideal for that, nipping through traffic. It's silent as anything when it's in electric mode, obviously. So I think if you're commuting and doing little bits, you might be alright. I read online that if the EV battery goes flat, you have to do like 25 miles at like 60 mile an hour to charge it again. So if you're in full EV mode, once you get into London, and do little bits in London in the EV mode, and then switch it back into petrol on your ride home, on the commute home on the bypass, you'd be alright. Hooning around the lanes on it, nah, it's not really up there. The brakes aren't sharp. They're not really good nipped up tight brakes. The suspension I can't really say much of, because I've done more of the smaller town stuff, because that's what the bike's obviously designed to do. So I haven't really hit the twisties. I've done a few roundabouts and stuff. Handles okay. Yeah, like I say, it's a heavy old bike as well, so you've got to expect some handling thingies with it being so heavy. I show you the walk mode, and it will actually reverse itself, which is handy if you're like me. Because I'm so little, it's very, very rare that you'll see me paddle a bike back into a space. I'll always just get off it and push it back in. Little legs, dropped too many bikes doing it in the past, so that is a really handy feature. I've parked it like 4 times today on the reverse thing, so that is a handy feature if you want that out of a bike. If you've got long enough legs, it probably doesn't even matter to you, but it was a good thing for me. I personally think where it changes gear on the handlebars is backwards. The minus button is in front and the plus is at the back. In my head, it should be the other way around. I did explain it in the video, and you can see what I mean in the video as well with that. So I do think that's something that they should have considered a little bit more. And the dash, you turn the key and the dash takes a good 2 minutes to start before you can do anything. So the dash is slow, and I don't know why, because I don't know why it'd be slower than a normal bike dash, but it does seem to be slow. Don't know what else I can say about it. I'm going to carry on riding, see if I can change my mind and see if I can be converted. But I don't know if I will be. It's going to be do a little bit of bypass to see how this petrol engine holds on that, and what the fuel economical is of that. And then some more town stuff. I will do a tiny little bit of twisties. Like I say, I don't think it's overly going to be a bike that you're going to take for a Sunday home, but we'll see what happens. So let's go for a ride. There's my pooch in the backlit in the car. Right, first of all, like I just said, there's no clutch here. I will show you how to change gear in a moment. Just like that. It's on the handlebars. This is very odd. There's so much I need to tell you and try to remember to show you on this bike. An unreal amount I need to show and tell. Okay, I get to go to pull the clutch in. It's so weird. Right, now if I put that in neutral, we're in EV mode. So it's fully electric now. First gear electric, so the bike's not running. Well, it is running. Here we go. When it's in automatic mode, electric mode, sorry, it's automatic. So you really don't have to do anything. Brake and accelerate. That is as much you need to do. That is it. It's very, very strange. It's very quiet. I put my earplugs in and I don't think I needed to. It's got a walk mode on it, so you can put it in walk. And if you twist the throttle the other way, it goes backwards. So if you're little like me and struggle to paddle bikes backwards into a spot, this one works quite well. I'm just thinking, because it hasn't got a clutch, I don't know if you can wheelie it. Because I'm on the stop and it's not very rapid. I keep going to change gear and grab with the clutch, and there's not one there. For an automatic gearbox, it's not horrendously clunky, but it's not smooth. It's probably like where you got a bit of a quick shifter blip. Full electric mode. Sorry, I'm just a bit like, I've ridden electric bikes before, like when the very first Zeros come out, they asked me to take one of them for a ride, and I didn't, to be honest, didn't particularly like it. They told me it was going to match my CBR 1000 RR that I had at the time for power, and then there was a case of having to, you get it to like a certain speed and then shut the throttle off and then hit it again and hit another button, and it does an extra boost of power. So yeah, it's not, this one already seems smoother and thingy, but I'm not saying anything bad about EV bikes, or Zero to be precise. Sunday hoon with your mates down the country lanes, I'm not so sure. I really don't know. So basically what they're saying, it's got a 451cc engine, and then obviously the hybrid, so the electric side of it as well. I don't know what that will equivalent to, what that will then make the bike size. It's 68 brake horsepower. And again, I couldn't tell you if that will make it A2 compatible. I don't know if it can be restricted, again because of the electric side of it. So the 68 brake horsepower is obviously the petrol engine side, but I'm just not sure if that will make it, if you can restrict it to make it A2 compatible. That is literally, I'm on the stop, look. It's not accelerating up the hill. So yeah, but EV is a bit flat. On the stop again. There's nothing more I can twist. That is it. So electric mode, as flat out, as quick as you can go, is 42 mile an hour. I don't know if you can change on the go. I don't think you can. So I'm stuck in EV at the moment. I'm stuck. That's just going through the things. Yeah, it's just going through the dash. EV range 5 miles. I need to put that back in the engine mode. Oh, 3 miles on the electric engine left. I'm so stumped. Right, I am gonna get around here and put it into thingy mode if no one's behind me. Right, there's no one coming, let's quickly do this. Right, neutral, EV, there we go, we're back in engine mode, first gear. Boost mode, look. That was quite thingy, to be honest. I don't know if it will get grumpy about the gears, because or if it will try and override me changing gear, because obviously if most bikes, and especially if you're on track, you rev it right up until it's and then change gear, but I don't know if this is going to override or allow that to happen, but it's got a bit more get up and go, not loads, in petrol mode, so the hybrid mode, I suppose, because you're getting the e-boost from the electronic engine then, aren't you? So the EV range is still saying 3 miles. So what I want to do is come to a stop, get it in first gear, floor it on the boost, because that says, from what I've read online, it will match the ZX10R power off the line. It will be the same. So that's in hybrid mode with the boost button. So I'll be sure to try it. Right, so my poor mumsy's like, what are you doing? So yeah, I don't think it matches the how do I change gear? There we go. The ZX10 on that power then, it didn't feel like it did. And I keep getting the wrong way round. On the on my Tiono, that's where your traction control buttons are, so you can go up and down the traction control, and this one is the plus. But on this, that's your downshift, that's your upshift. So for me, it's backwards. I don't know if it would be for everyone else, but for naturally riding along, you'd think that was your upshift. You'd naturally go there for an upshift, not like you're flashing someone to go past. So yeah, for me, that's backwards. It needs to be the other way around. This is the that should be the upshift, that should be the downshift, because you think you're, hang on, let me get in here. So yeah, what I was saying is, when you're pinning it along, you don't want to be moving your hand over. You pin it along, you want to be boop, 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 up, and down. So that makes sense to me, for that one to be up and that one to be down. There's a problem I found with it so far. So if you're going in that one, I'll go in this one. I'm going to show you that cool feature again. So, neutral. Walk mode, so walk it, but obviously put it in gear. So that walks you forward, and then you can go backwards. So we're in reverse, we're going backwards, just like so. But yeah, that's walk mode. I think it's quite cool. So that is, people expect, because it's electric, it to be super quick, and it's not very quick off the line, and it's not very quick thingy like that. It feels like it's revving the nuts off it, but it's like it's 451cc engine, so I guess it is a little bike revving a lot for 74-75 mile an hour, but it's not. Yeah, it feels like it's revving like nuts. It is 6.5 or 7,000 RPM it's revving at for 74 mile an hour, so that's obviously not not going to be economically friendly. Well, I had to go through the dash. Average 69.1 miles per gallon, got 100 miles in the tank, 3 miles in the EV range. Right, let's test it off the line in normal mode. See what happens. I'm not enthusiastic about it. These lights aren't very clear. It didn't do too bad. Keep going for a clutch and there ain't one there. Didn't do too bad, but not ideal. It bogs out. It bogs down on you. When you first pull that throttle, it bogs down. It's like it gets a flat spot. Without the boost, it'd be very, very sluggish. Very, very sluggish. I want to know as well, because the EV range says 3 miles, I want to know, right now, if I'm going along, will that just die, or will it... So it's neutral. EV mode. First gear. I just want to know if that's going to die or automatically switch into the petrol engine. I want to know that. So weird. See, people can't hear you coming either, so because it's electric, people don't hear you. They just carry on walking across the road. The enjoyment of riding around Ipswich one-way system. I'm just doing it so you can get a bit of town stuff going on. But I have to say, I don't think I like it in electric mode. It's really weird, so it's not what I'd do with a bike. It's not quick either. You'd expect it to be an electric, just a little bit quicker. But for like now, like the one-way system at Ipswich, just backwards and forwards around traffic lights, in and out of traffic, it does the job. London commuting. To be fair, I say it's not quick. It's obviously quicker than the electric car behind me, because I'm pulling away from him quite quickly. It's no more sluggish than a car at traffic lights. I have to say, for this sort of stuff though, it seems to be doing its job. Ipswich is the closest thing that I've got to some town riding. I don't really do much town, you know me, I like to hit out and city twisties and stuff, and put a lecky mode in this. It's alright. So if you're commuting and do a lot of town riding, I suppose it'd be an okay bike for you, but like I say, a lot of money for what you're getting. Yeah. It makes me worried, like filtering like that, because on the Jono you can hear it coming. You know that bike is coming. This, they can't hear you coming. You just appear out of nowhere. Very expensive electric bike can beat a Beamer off the line, so I don't think it's going to. But apparently it is. It did. Are we ready for it? That's the ultimate question. Are we ready for hybrid and electric bikes? I don't think we are. I really don't think we are ready for it. Might be wrong, but yeah, Kawasaki have gone in a step in the right direction, but it's not what we need just yet. I think there's too many bikers that like big 1000cc petrol engines and even 600s, making them scream around track. I think there's too many of us still remaining for this to become a thing yet. And that sounds horrendous, but it's the truth with it, unfortunately. It really is the truth with it all. But yeah, we're back at Orwell's. Let's give them their bike back, because I don't want it. It's really weird. Really, really weird. But there you go. So I just done that little bit of town riding. Obviously you can see that it's got 3 miles left in the tank. No, I need to do that one. 104 miles in the petrol tank, 3 miles in the EV range. So that's your guide for that one. I don't think you're going to get a lot of mileage out of the EV, but yeah, it's not for me. We're not ready for it yet.